What's up, YouTube? These are the top 5 rackets that you should buy in 2025. We have a few surprises for you, so let's get to it. We're at padelshop.com where we can test the rackets, where we can try them out. And let's start with the head Cojo Pro. This is obviously the racket that Cojo himself uses, the best player in the world, together with his partner Adidas Tapia. They are almost impossible to defeat. And this is the racket of his choice. It is a very nice racket. It has kind of a teardrop shape, which is a hybrid. And it is a very aggressive racket. You can feel the foam is very hard. The cover is also very hard. I personally don't like that too much, the fact that the cover is that hard. I kind of like it a little bit softer. I like rackets that sound puk and not ta. This one sounds ta. That might be a funny way to say it, but you know, it's just how I like to make the difference between how a racket feels. And besides that, it's really comfortable. You have a lot of weight on the grip, which is pretty nice. And you also have a lot of power on the foam. So it's a very balanced racket, but it gives you that extra power. Now let's keep going. The Neuron from Bullpadel. This is the racket that Chingoto uses. Chingoto is 3 or 4 in the world. He plays together with Ale Galan, and they are just behind Tapia and Cojo. Now, Chingoto has a lot of control, but he can also hit powerful smashes, despite being a shorter player than his opponents or his regular opponents, which he plays on a weekly basis. Now, this racket is a hybrid, so it gives you that extra layer of power, but also it has a lot of control. I can feel a lot of weight on the grip, so that's pretty nice. And I've always liked the grip that the Bullpadel rackets bring, that they bring like these X's on it, so it gives you a lot of grip. Now, the racket has a tough foam as well. You can really feel that it's kind of a hard foam, not as hard in my opinion as the Cojo Pro, but it's still pretty hard. And in the texture, you don't have that much of a rough texture, but it's enough for you to play some nice balls. Next one is the Metalbone from Ale Galan. This is one of my favorite rackets. This year, Adidas made the grips longer, and I really like that. It gives you that extra layer of power. This is a very head-heavy racket, so the distribution and the weight is here, which gives you a very powerful shot. Now the sweet spot is also high because it's a diamond-shaped racket. But yeah, in general, it's a racket that I really like. It's really aggressive, and I've always thought that rackets are like knives. The safest knife is the sharpest. If you have to be hitting really hard, or you have to be putting a lot of pressure on your ball, maybe you're gonna lose control. So that's pretty nice. And also, they have adjustable weights, so you can change the weight from here to here, or just take it out if you want to and make it a lighter racket. All right, the fourth racket is the Nox from Adidas Tapia. Obviously, we could not leave Adidas Tapia out of this list. This racket is a very nice controlled racket that also has that layer of power. This is a racket that is very well sold, and people really enjoy it, especially people that want to have that control. And we know that Tapia is a genius, he's a wizard, so this is the wand that he uses. And you know, I really enjoy it. The texture is not really rough. The foam is pretty hard, just as in the rest of the rackets that we have mentioned today. And you know, in general, it's a very comfortable racket to use. The weight distribution is throughout the whole racket, so you don't have a really heavy head. It's a little bit heavier on the grip, I believe, but it's not that much of a difference. So it's really an overall good racket, and yeah, I really recommend it. It feels very good. Franco Stupacuk's Electra Pro ST4. This is one of my favorite rackets. I really enjoy how it feels. The foam feels very soft when you hit the ball. And as I said at the beginning, this one sounds puk and not ta, so I really enjoy that. The feeling that I get when I hit is very nice. It's a hybrid racket, so you have a lot of control, but I feel that I also have a lot of power, especially coming from you know, when you hit in the very center, there are no holes there, so it has that extra layer of foam that allows you to hit a much more powerful shot. Now there you have it. These are the top 5 rackets to buy in 2025. Let us know in the comments what you think. Make sure to like, subscribe so that we can keep doing this. See you in the next one.